It's game on. We now bring you another special sports presentation.
Well, a very pleasant good evening, and from the campus of Widefield High School, my name is J.J. Valentine along with Chelsea Lynn. It is time for some Friday Night Lights, and tonight's matchup will feature the homestanding Widefield Gladiators and the visiting Pueblo Centennial Bulldogs. We'll talk more about the two teams. It is our pregame show presented by Gigi's Barbecue and Catering. They're located at 1600 Highway 50 West in Pueblo, offering delicious smoked meats and a whole lot more. The desserts are simply to die for. They do it by the pound or by the plate, and for special events, ask about their catering. Gigi's Barbecue and Catering. Lonnie and Carl Ellie, we thank you for being a part of it. We're live from the Spectrum Community Services of Pueblo broadcast booth. That's Ted Hernandez and company. We'll take a timeout. The Coaches Show is next on The Ticket.
Hey, good folks, once again, this is Tony Wright. Now, even though I change locations, I still get my barbecue at Gigi's Barbecue. Located on Highway 50 West, right across from Chick-fil-A. From their lip-smacking ribs, pulled pork to the juicy brisket, Gigi's has it all. Gigi offers a friendly, down-to-earth atmosphere to dine in, and they can also bring the food to you as well. Gigi's can cater for 30 people up to 300 or more. They're also voted the best barbecue in Pueblo in 2015. So get your barbecue fix on today at Gigi's, located on Highway 50 West, right across from Chick-fil-A.
Proud to support area student-athletes. Benefits Broker Insurance at 20 Club Manor Drive in Pueblo. The Benefits Broker team of agents has over 100 years of service in employee benefits and individual health care needs. Steve Shirley, Dave Vecchio, and the entire team prides themselves on the level of knowledge and service they bring to you, the client. Benefits Broker is your 24/7 resource for a variety of essential benefits-related information and with a proven dedication and commitment to excellence. Benefits Broker Insurance Pueblo in the Paycheck Dental Building and online at benefitsbroker.com.
This program is brought to you in part by Spectrum Community Services, home and community-based services to persons with developmental disabilities. For more information, call 545-4057. Spectrum Community Services, adding more to life.
Once again, good evening and welcome back to the Gigi's Barbecue and Catering pregame show as it continues. Our conversation now is brought to you by Benefits Broker Insurance, Steve Shirley and Dave Vecchio, their entire team on Highway 50 West. Talking with a longtime friend of mine and the head coach of the Pueblo Centennial Bulldogs, Jeff Wilson. Coach Wilson, great to see you. Looking good, man. How are you?
I'm great. You're looking good, too.
Yeah, you're too kind. Way too kind. So how are things going for you? The family all good? Everybody's growing up?
Everybody's great. Oh, yeah. Yep, everybody's just doing wonderful, doing great.
You gotta love it, man.
Yeah.
Blessed to have the family that's doing well, ain't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely blessed.
Let's talk about the kids that you got. Talk about the makeup of this Centennial Bulldog team.
We're really inexperienced, really young. Just have a few seniors. I think, and again, it's just like one of those things that the plague did to us, that COVID did to us. I mean, with the situation like in which was going on here at Centennial and everything, things like that really affected things. I have seniors that are playing right now that until last year, they'd played in one football game. And I say one football game,
right.
I'm talking one football game, which was a JV game maybe, or a C-team game when they were sophomores maybe. And then the year before that, they were, when they were, we have seniors, the couple of seniors that we do have, they don't have a lot of experience. So that's what we're dealing with.
That affected us long term. A lot of ways.
Yeah, there's so many things that and again, we never make excuses for nothing. But at the same time, reality is what reality is, and then it really affected us, that time. And like I said, we just have a few seniors.
And that said, but the kids, you're a guy that is a great motivator. You've had a lot of success over the years. You were a great athlete growing up, whether it was Little League, then you got into the high school and a great athlete and a great human being. And kids respect you, coaches respect you, and you talk about culture. And when you take that Jeff Wilson type of coaching attitude and mentality, the kids buy into it. And when they buy into it, even though you don't have experience, they're still going to compete and play for you, and that's all you can ask for.
And that's what we're looked at here. I don't know if I don't know if it's completely bought in yet, but the majority is, and that is a work in process. That is again, nose to the grindstone every day.
Sure.
And and again, I'm going to blame the world and everything else. Sometimes that's a tough thing.
Sure.
And then when you get things down, it's easy to start feeling sorry for yourself. And that's the thing that we will not do, that I will not let happen. We're not going to feel sorry for ourselves, and we're going to come out here and we're going to play as hard as we can every play. And so that's what we're trying to do, and that's what I hope you see tonight.
And like you said, it's a work in progress. It's the process of getting to where you want to be.
That's
and
right.
Starting early and fast sometimes really doesn't matter, but it's what you take away throughout that season and what you're preaching, and are they taking it away, and are they better on the last day, whether it's you're in a playoff situation or the final game of the regular season, are they better from day one? I mean, and that's what you look for.
One of the things, this team from last year is totally different. See, last year I had about 8, 9, 10 seniors. They were the dudes. They could play some football, and they wanted to play football. I mean, they were ready, So you go from that 10 seniors that were pretty good leaders that would come out here and played, and they never came off the field. Those were our 10 dudes, and then with a couple others. But then all of a sudden now they're gone, and now we're a completely 100% different team, even though we've been here for a year and this is our second year. We've been here and everything is good, but we're just a different team. So it's kind of like we're starting kind of fresh right now.
Sure. Now that said, against the Widefield Gladiators, got a win, I believe, last week against Harrison, if I'm not mistaken. Now, what's it going to take? What's the message in that final huddle? Is what you got to do on the road here tonight. I mean, we got a little bit of a breeze, but a lot of sunshine, and it's going to be a nice night for Friday Night Lights.
One of the things that, again, it's kind of cliche, but, our first game, we got beat pretty bad. No turnovers. Last week, we got beat pretty good, but we only had, I think, 1 turnover. So those are all positive things. And this team that we're playing tonight, probably the best team that we're going to play all year. So, again, they're a 4A playoff team. Last year, they were a 9-1 team going to the play. I mean, they're going to be the best team that we probably play all year. And so, again, another test, another opportunity to get better.
Yeah, that's it. Take that opportunity. Will the kids buy in to give themselves an opportunity to learn the game, learn it at the varsity level, especially being underclassmen. But again, to come out and compete, you want to play, Friday Night Lights. I mean, this is where it's at. And anything else you tell the guys before we kick it off here tonight?
No, just what better place is there to be on a Friday night playing high school football?
Yeah.
And you being a part of it, and us being a part. It's just a good night.
It's the epitome of what high school is all about. It's the experience of being in high school. I got a granddaughter now that's a freshman at County, and she's taking in different games. She's going to volleyball games. She plays softball there at County. She's going to JV games. She's going to varsity. It's that experience that you can never,
awesome.
No one can ever take it away, and you only live that once. Very well said, man. Always a pleasure, my friend. Good to see you, and good luck and have fun tonight.
Thanks, JJ.
Thank you so much. Jeff Wilson, the head coach of the Centennial Bulldogs. We'll take a time out, be back with more of that conversation brought to you by Benefits Broker Insurance. Back after this.
The Topper Factory RV Center of Pueblo is a family-owned and operated RV dealership and truck accessory store serving the southern Colorado area for over 30 years. They also have an array of truck accessories, RV parts and accessories, and a certified RV mechanic to keep you on the RV road. Topper Factory is always prepared to help you with your RV needs, no matter what the season. It's like they always say, when the going gets tough, the tough go can be. Topper Factory and RV Center, Highway 50 West Pueblo, and online at topperfactory.com.
Having a healthy smile begins and ends with regular dental checkups. It's the key, and that's exactly what every family can expect from Park West Dental. Parents are always welcome in the treatment areas to comfort their child. We accept Medicaid and most insurances with little or no cost to you. Park West, trusted dental and vision care for infants, children, and teens. Immediate appointments available. Call 544-3054. Online, visit youthdentalvision.com.
Once again, a very pleasant good evening and welcome back into our pregame show presented by Gigi's Barbecue and Catering. Ate there for lunch yesterday and had the barbecue pork and just off the chain. Thank you, Lonnie and Carl. All right, let's talk with Coach Zimmerman, Shane Zimmerman of the Widefield Gladiators. Good to see you, Coach. You're looking good. You got to be excited. Another Friday night, man.
It's a beautiful Friday night. Anytime we get out here with the kids and play some ball, it's awesome.
Tell me a little bit about the makeup of this club this year. I mean, you got some kids that come back after that playoff run last year. So a little bit of experience, but you're always building.
Yeah, probably took the biggest hit last year on defense. We're only returning about 3 kids on the defensive side of the ball. On the offensive side, we returned about 6 kids. Our quarterback has been exceptional the last couple years. We're really leaning on him. I think we've got a good group of seniors as far as their skill goes, and our offensive line's coming along each week. And obviously, if you're going to play good competitive football, those guys up front have to get it done. So we're always working on that.
Has that been the strength of the season so far? I know it's early, only a couple of weeks in, but what are the strengths of this team?
I think they're competitive. They don't quit. We're gonna see tonight. Every night's a test, but sure. I think we've got some good leadership in the huddle. I think, like I said, our skill kids are definitely a strength for us, and on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. So, we kind of rely on those guys to make it happen.
That said, Centennial comes in, team that's getting hungry. They're young, but they continue to get better day in and day out. But what's it going to take on the home field here tonight?
I think, it's any football game comes down to being disciplined, taking care of the football, no administrative penalties, playing together. Football is a sport of ups and downs, and you've got to ride that wave and not get too high and too low. So that's going to be our focus today, just trying to play to a standard.
Very nice. Anything else you tell the guys before we kick it off?
I don't think so. I think we're just going to come out and we're going to try to play to our standard, and whatever happens between the whistles happens between the whistles. So that's what we're going to do.
Coach, very well said. Good luck, and thanks for taking the time, man. Always a pleasure. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Shane Zimmerman, I'm JJ Valentine. We'll take a time out, be back, meet the starting lineups, and get ready to kick this one off. It's Widefield and Pueblo Centennial coming up next on The Ticket.
When selecting your insurance coverage, you want to work with an agent that takes the time to understand your needs and cares about meeting those needs. Deborah Marino is that agent at Pueblo Insurance, providing unbeatable service since 2009. She can help you find the protection you deserve at the price you can afford, specializing in home and auto insurance as well as other specialty insurance. They work one-on-one with each client to ensure that you receive the right policy to fit your situation. Pueblo Insurance, 1636 Highway 50 West, your local hometown insurance agent, next to East Coast Pizza. Phone 542-0948.
Aftermath is coming! One of the top-rated haunts in Colorado returns to Canyon City this October.
Nothing is gonna stop us!
Aftermath is open every Saturday evening in October. The ticket booth is at the Recreation District Community Room, 575 Ash Street in Canyon City, from 7 to 10:30 each night.
Tickets are $20! Can't wait to smell ya!
Proceeds benefit Rec District programs. For more information, just go to ccrec.org.
It's that time of year again. It's harvest time, and Bitmar Produce at 1037 35th Lane next to County High School is now roasting Pueblo chili. Not only will you find great Pueblo chili at a great price, you can stock up on Colorado-grown peaches, tomatoes, sweet corn, cantaloupe, green beans, and more. And the team at Bitmar Produce reminds you to thank a farmer today.
This Pro Box has enough seed to plant 125 acres of corn. And here is enough nitrogen fertilizer to put 40 pounds of N on each of those acres, all 1,200 gallons of it. What if that amount of nitrogen was already on seed? Pivot Bio is the first company to apply nitrogen on seed. The nitrogen you need, now on seed, from Pivot Bio.
And once again, a very pleasant good evening. Welcome back as we are ready for Friday Night Lights. The Centennial Bulldogs and the Widefield Gladiators. It's time to get you a look around our view from the booth. Let's put it that way. Our view from the booth is brought to you by SCIA Health Insurance of Pueblo. SCIA offers individual and family plans, plus a whole lot more. Sean Casados and his staff are proud to serve and support the Pueblo community. Well, it looks like the Widefield Gladiators have won the toss. They've elected to get the football in the second half, so they will kick it from left to right on your screen there as the Centennial Bulldogs will receive the opening kick. Now, the opening kickoff is presented by Pueblo Insurance. That's Deb Marino and her team at 1636 Highway 50 West, specializing in home and auto insurance as well as other specialty insurance. 719-542-0948 or visit them online at puebloinsurance.net. All right. From the Spectrum Community Services of Pueblo broadcast booth, let's get you the starters presented by Topper Factory and RV Center. Remember, when the going gets tough, the tough go camping. Find them online at topperfactory.com. The defensive alignment for the Centennial Bulldogs will go like this. Wearing number 3 at a wide receiver and a cornerback, 5'11", 150 pounds, and a senior, Emiliano Balderrama. Wearing number 4 is Ricardo Cordova Garduno. Wearing number 5 will be Ruben Sanchez. Wearing number 12, Matthew Martinez. Number 18 is Orlando Molina. Isaiah Anaya wears number 21. Wearing number 50 will be Ezra Mestis. Wearing number 90 will be Dalton Loftus. As we are set for the kickoff, set to do the honors, it will be Haven Johnson. He's a junior kicker. And the deep man for the Dogs will be Cordova Garduno, as well as Jacob Dalton. Jordan Gallegos and Luis Velasquez and Floyd McMurtry round out the starting lineup for the Bulldogs. Kick is in the air, and it'll be played on a bounce right near the 10-yard line. Straight up ahead goes Garduno trying to bounce it outside, and he'll make his way to about the 20-yard line. So that's where the Centennial Bulldogs will set up shop as we get things started here in the first. A 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Not a bad crowd on hand here at Foster Stadium. Yeah, I think that pin is going to run out. So our first look at the Bulldogs, and here we go from an offensive standpoint. Dalton will take a shotgun snap and roll to his right. And pardon me, that's Gallegos rolling to his left. And he's going to get a yard out to the 21. We'll call it 2nd down and 9 from the 21-yard line. CA Foster Field at Widefield High School. Still the all-natural turf, and as you can see, it looks pretty good, still in pretty good shape. However, the late nights, early mornings are starting to cool off a little bit, as Gallegos will get into cadence and take a shotgun snap. He'll keep it to the right side, finds a small seam, and pounds his way to about the 25-yard line. So Jordan Gallegos, 6'2", 170, and a junior. So about 3rd and 5. Still 3rd and manageable, but you want to convert right here if you're a Centennial Bulldog fan. 2 receivers will go wide left. Pistol formation there for Gallegos, and he wants to throw on the run. Floats it out. Pass is going to be incomplete. His target, Orlando Molina, and that'll bring up a 4th and 5 for the Centennial Bulldogs. And like Jeff Wilson said, this team is very young, but growing up day in and day out. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Bounty and Yield Meat Market, your friendly neighborhood butcher, offering range-fed meats and a whole lot more. Find them online at baysmeatmarket.com. Vic Morrow Produce will present our Red Zone night in and night out. They're at 35th Lane right near County High School, where the Hornets are playing host to the Harrison Panthers tonight. In fact, that's one of 2 wins so far for the Widefield Gladiators. We got a whistle and a flag. Obviously a dead ball foul, maybe too many men on the field. I believe so, as they hustle Cordova Garduno off. So now it's going to bring up a 4th and 10 from the 20. And again, back in punt formation, Isaiah Anaya. 6 foot, 165 pound senior. Takes the snap, he bobbles the snap, now he's in trouble. And he is going to be wrapped up for a loss, and that's not a very good start for the Centennial Bulldogs. The snap wasn't a sharp one. It kind of floated back there. And when he got a fingertip on it, he bobbled it. And now it's going to be a 1st and goal. So the Widefield Gladiators will set up shop in the red zone. Now, where will they put him officially? That's going to be that's the 10, right about the 8-yard line. So it'll be a 1st and goal from the 8 with 10:31 to play here in the first quarter. Actually, the 7-yard line. So a very short chunk of real estate to work with. They'll work out of the gun. Paul Mitchell wants to throw, looks out over the middle. The pass is going to be incomplete. Nice job defending on the play. Matthew Martinez breaks that play up inside. This quarterback in Paul Mitchell, he's a veteran, he's a senior, and he really plays with a lot of poise and confidence, really handles himself very well. 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line. Mitchell will take a shotgun snap, and he hands it off inside, and a big hole touchdown. Well, they made that look easy, and that's Connor Hazlett, the running back, the senior veteran running back. We talked about skill positions. Just like that, it's 6-0. Touchdown run, 7 yards, and again belongs to Hazlett. Now for the point after. And the junior kicker, Haven Johnson, ready. Kick is up and away, and it is good. So with 10:24 to play here in the first, it's a quick start for the Widefield Gladiators. They lead it by a score of 7-0. We'll take a timeout and be back with more right here from Widefield High School and Foster Stadium on The Ticket.
For a life of comfort, convenience, and enjoyment, welcome to Azteca Apartments.
We provide luxurious apartments and quality living for seniors 62 years and over or those with disabilities. Our facility is smoke-free and features beautiful balconies with scenic mountain views and 24/7 maintenance for your safety. Our income-based rent and free utilities make Azteca Apartments an affordable option for any budget. With our healthcare, education, and physical fitness activities and various entertainment venues, we provide the necessities for a fulfilling life. Due to our high-quality maintenance and energy program, we were recognized as the #1 property in Colorado by the Governor's Energy Office in 2011. Experience a better way to live at Azteca Apartments.
From the Spectrum Community Services broadcast booth, Pueblo Centennial and Widefield doing battle. It's early on, 10:24 to play here in the first. 2 plays, 7 yards. That scoring drive, it was a 7-yard touchdown run for the running back, Hazlett there. That's Connor Hazlett, the senior running back. Now the kick will be fumbled right near the 25 out to the 30-yard line, and the Bulldogs will catch a break as that football is going to be out to the 32-yard line. It's recovered by the Bulldogs. Good heads-up play there for Orlando Molina. It's going to be a 1st and 10 from gave him a little more forward progress than I thought, right near the 32-yard line. So here we go. Back into the helm is number 84, the quarterback, Jordan Gallegos, with a handoff there. Not a lot of running room there for Cordova Garduno. In fact, Garduno is going to lose 2. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 12 to go from back at the 30-yard line. We are just underway. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by the fine folks at Gigi's Barbecue and Catering. Thornton Medical at 1951 Lake Avenue. Find them online at thorntonmed.com. Gallegos flanked by one man in the backfield. He's going to keep it himself over the right side. Gets the 2 back, I believe, back to the 32-yard line. So that's going to bring up still a 3rd and long situation for Pueblo Centennial. Now, the defensive side for Widefield, as you heard in the pregame show, is where the bigger question mark is because only 3 returners, returning starters from last year's club. That's where they took the hardest hit, was on defense. They got about 6 or 7 guys back offensively. Oh boy, that's another fumble on the play, and that's going to be recovered by the Widefield Gladiators. On the recovery, there's Lucas Gonzalez, the junior linebacker. He comes up with the football. That's going to set up another first and goal, make that 1st and 10 with a great field position. Second fumble. We had a bobbled snap last time, and then now a fumble that is lost. Well, the ball's on the 27-yard line and comes at the 9:12 mark here in the first. So another short field to work with for the Widefield Gladiators. Paul Mitchell, flanked by 1 man in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, fires it out over the right side. Angelo Thomas makes the catch. Thomas fights his way for a few yards, makes his way to the 20-yard line. Going to get close to 7 on that play, pending the spot. And that will bring up 2nd down and 3. And that's where you want to be. That's +7 on that play. Live coverage is presented by Little Caesars Pizza, Pueblo and Pueblo West. Home for the hot and ready pizzas, serving Millburger Farm Pueblo chili. Dave Feemster and his team proud to support local sports here in southern Colorado. Well, the man goes wide left. That's Jaden Andrews. He's a senior wide out. They'll put a man in motion. And the handoff goes inside there. That's Hazlett along the right side. Hazlett dives inside the 5, and he gets to the 1-yard line. Well, they had it right at the Vicmar Produce red zone, and they continue to work there with a 1st and goal from the 1. That's going to be a big first down, as you can hear the Gladiator crowd chanting first down, and that's a big one. Hazlett, the go-to guy. Senior running back, Connor Hazlett. 7:55, and the clock continues to run here in the first. 7-0 is the score. Nice view from the booth. Our view from the booth brought to you by SCIA Health Insurance. That's Sean Casado's insurance agency. Nice end around here. That's going to be Angelo Thomas. He turns it up and he dances into the end zone for another Widefield Gladiator touchdown. And just like that, it's 13-0. Well, they had it in the red zone, the Vicmar Produce red zone. It's a touchdown run of 1 yard. Angelo Thomas, the wide receiver. So Haven Johnson, the kicker, ready to tack on the extra point. It looks good. No, he missed it wide left just to that. Thought it caught just the inside of the upright. It missed it outside. So on the missed, the fail PAT, the score is 13-0. And again, 7:34 to play. We'll take a quick timeout. Be back with more Friday Night Lights right here on The Ticket.
Think about how good it feels when people really get you. Like the friends who come over when a big game is on. The neighbors next door always bring your favorite buffalo dip. Your in-laws know you need silence during clutch plays. And everyone knows about your special post-win fist bump. It's kind of like having a State Farm agent like Melissa Arriaga D'Angelo. Melissa's here to get to know you and understand your life so she can make it easy for you to protect what's important. Get an agent that gets you and your fist bumps. Call State Farm agent Melissa Arriaga D'Angelo, 543-7091, or melissa@melissadangelo.com.
From the Spectrum Community Services broadcast booth, our summary now presented by Deb Marino and her team at Pueblo Insurance. 3 plays, 27 yards. It was set up by that fumble that was recovered at the 27-yard line, and a 1-yard touchdown run. Angelo Thomas. Centennial Bulldogs still trying to generate a little offense here, trying to settle in here at Foster Stadium. Lights are on, and of course, Mother Nature's starting to shrink those days, if you will. The kick is in the air, and it'll be taken by Gallegos. He's up across the 25, 30, 35, and all the way out to about the 37-yard line. Well done. He got a couple of nice blocks, found a nice seam, turned on some speed, did the 170-pound junior. 6'2". Can also play tight end, defensive side, the defensive lineman. .727 to play in the first. Not the 37. They give him the 38-yard line, so that's where the Bulldogs will set up shop in the all-white jersey with the red pants, white stripes. Another fumble on the play. A little confusion in the handoff there as Cordova Garduno will recover the football, but he's going to recover it for a loss of 3 back to the 30. Well, you can ill afford to not take care of the football. You get yourself in decent field position, you got to get some forward progress. You got to get positive yardage out of the deal. That's the second time on first down that they've lost 2, now 3. The defense is showing blitz. Gallegos on the run, fires it out, and the pass going to be incomplete. Yeah, the target was Orlando Molina, the 5'9" sophomore, 170-pounder. Stanley makes the tackle, 3rd down, 13, and ball's at the 30-yard line. 3rd and long for the Bulldogs. Our live coverage is presented by Joe DeLeo Subway Stores, 4 locations to serve you. JR Roofing and Maintenance and Azteca Apartments of Pueblo. Azteca Apartments offers beautiful views and lots of amenities, and here's a bobbled snap. Gallegos are going to roll to his right, throws on the run. Now the pass is going to be caught, but not for a lot. Gets about a yard. We'll call it 4th and 12 from right near the 31-yard line. So the Bulldogs will be 3 and out and forced to punt. 6:33, and the clock continues to run. Set to do the punting will be Isaiah Anaya, 165-pound senior. Boy, what a beautiful night. Looks like the wind is finally calmed. Oh, another botched snap, and he's forced to dive on it right near the 22-yard line. So again, the Widefield Gladiators are really solid defensively, are going to give the offense another short field to work with. So as they knock on the door of the Vic Morrow Produce red zone, it'll be a 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line now. 6:11 to play here in the first. Paul Mitchell takes a snap, hands it off inside there. There's Hazlett along the left side and gets hit hard right near the 10-yard line, but he rips off a solid chunky yardage. He's going to get about 12, maybe 13 out of that. And that'll keep the clock moving with 5:59, and it continues to run. Well, they're in the Vic Morrow Produce red zone, and that's going to be another 1st and goal from the 9-yard line is where they spot the football officially. Vic Morrow Produce, 1037 35th Lane, now roasting their Pueblo chili. They've got lots of other veggies out there as well, all homegrown. Vic says you might want to get that chili early. And not just him, but all the farmers. Not a big shortage, but not quite what they normally get year in and year out because of the weather that we had here in Pueblo. Here's that little RPO run-pass option, gives it to Hazlett over the right side, and that's not him. That's Quavon Bryant, the senior running back. And he scampers in from 9 yards out. Touchdown run. So now will they do a fake and go for 2 here? 19-0 with 5:22 to play. Snap is low, and he's going to have to run Mitchell running for his life is going to be wrestled down, and that will be denied. So what looked like to be a kick, but the 2-point fails. And with 5:22 to play, it's 19-0, just like that. The Widefield Gladiators been solid defensively, not let Centennial get into any kind of rhythm. A quick timeout, and we've got the kick coming up after this on The Ticket.
Colorado Front Range Roofing, a veteran-owned residential and commercial roofing company, has been providing quality roofing services since 1989. Those services include installation, repairs, replacements, and more. Colorado Front Range Roofing also offers 24/7 emergency availability, warranty work, plus estimates and roof inspections are free. Call 719-417-2349. A team that has more than 70 years combined experience serving Pueblo, Pueblo West, Canyon City, and Colorado Springs. Colorado Front Range Roofing, online at coloradofrroofing.com.
Yeah, 70 years experience. That's Jim Sprague and his team there. So the Glads out to the early lead here on a beautiful Friday night in Colorado Springs. Very nice to have you along wherever you are watching tonight along the World Wide Web. A 2-0 record for Widefield. Centennial comes in at 0-2. Hey, Jeff Wilson said it in the pregame. This will probably be one of the better teams we play all year. This team was a playoff team last year in 4A, so they play up. And that ball's going to roll into the end zone. We'll bring it out to the 20-yard line. That's where we will set up shop. But it's a team that had a lot of success last year, and he says, and they kind of reloaded, and they're right back at it again this year. By the way, it is that time of year. It is time for the haunted houses as we work our way through the month of September. The Canyon City Recreation and Park District presents the Aftermath 2023 Haunted House. Aftermath is one of the top-rated haunted houses in all of the state of Colorado. Open every weekend in October, and if you like us on Facebook, we'll give you an opportunity to win a pair of tickets to the Aftermath. If you are into the haunted house scene, we have got you covered. We got whistles. That play is going to come from the back judge. That might be a delay of game. First and 10 from the 20 for the Bulldogs with 5:22 to play here in the first. Encroachment 5-yard penalty. That's not it. Oh boy, another fumble on the play. And the reason why they're struggling to get that clean handoff is that's a fumble and it is lost. That is recovered by the Widefield Gladiators. And the reason is because of all the penetration of that line. And that was one of the question marks for the coaching staff at Widefield because he said, we're young, we're rebuilding. We only got 3 guys that started last year that are back. But you know, when you get into a playoff situation, you grow up a whole bunch. So that is another fumble that is lost, and that's going to set up another first down in a very short field. That ball's on the 22-yard line, so it'll be a 1st and 10 from the 22 for the Gladiators. 5:17 to play here in the first. Paul Mitchell, flanked by one man in the backfield, sends a man in motion. He's going to give it to that end around Jaden Sankey. Sankey's up the right side. Sankey's into the end zone. Touchdown Gladiators. That's a touchdown run. 22 yards. Jalen Sankey. So now for the point after, Haven Johnson. That kick looks good, and that time it is. So with 5:11 to play, our score now 26-0 Widefield. Let's step aside for a break. We'll be back, summarize it for you after this on The Ticket.
Here's where your shape takes shape. Refs Union Avenue Sports Complex. Refs is Pueblo's premier fitness center and training complex. State of the art. with huge workout areas, top-of-the-line equipment, and nationally accredited trainers and instructors. You're part of the most modern fitness complex in southern Colorado. Reps has over 21,000 square feet of workout space, including cardio machines, free weights, steam, sauna, large locker room. Take the tour at 110 South Union Avenue. Go online to repsetgo.com. Proud to support high school athletics.
We are live from the Spectrum Community Services of Pueblo broadcast booth. Mr. Ted Hernandez and company. That's one play, 22 yards. They were knocking on the Vic Morrow Produce red zone door, if you will. But again, the defense is doing a great job. This defense is very, very fast. They were fast last year. The last 2 years of getting the opportunity. I've covered Widefield for many, many years now, last 6-7 years. And beyond that, from time to time, but on a consistent basis, coming out of the Colorado Springs Metro League in the 4A Metro. As the kickoff goes out of bounds. But watching this team progress under head coach Shane Zimmerman, they're playing fast. And as Coach Wilson stated in the pregame, this team is really good. They're balanced, and they're solid in all aspects of the game. They're good in special teams, especially with the defense, which was the question mark because more starters came back offensively. So in the skill positions, they're really, really good. But that defense looks really good tonight, and that's been a lot of the difference. By the way, we want to thank Pueblo Convention Center for being a part of our broadcast. Boxing fans, the Pueblo Convention Center and USA Boxing present Last Chance Qualifier Boxing Tournament for the nation's finest. Going to throw down for a chance to be a part of Team USA in 2024. We've got whistle a lot of movement. It's either going to be a false start or encroachment. It's going to be a false start on the defense. The ball was spotted at the 35. It's going to be a 1st and 15 now from, or 30 rather, from the 25. So we'll repeat first down, but it'll be 1st and long now. Dogs still trying to generate some offense here. Gallego's going to take it, run to the right side, trying to turn the corner. Slips past one tackler, but met by a host there. And that is going to be met right near the 23, maybe the 24. Or 27, rather. Actually a better spot than I thought. Going to give him the 29. Second down, still about 16 to go. Well, they give that ball that time to Cordova Garduno. That's Ricardo. And Ricardo gets back to the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 3rd and long. 3rd and 16 from the 29-yard line. By the way, the Team USA Boxing Tournament, September 11th through the 16th at the Pueblo Convention Center. Get your tickets now at puebloconventioncenter.com on the World Wide Web. Should be a lot of fun. If you're into that scene, it's going to be a blast. Some of the nation's best. Gallego's got a big hole, rips off some substantial yardage across the 35 out to the 36-yard line. That's a much-needed play on 3rd down. However, still a ways to go. It's going to bring up 4th and 9. At the 36. So Isaiah Anaya. He's the man back in punt formation. We got a whistle. And now a timeout called for. So let's step aside as well. Right now we're sitting at 3:22 to play here in the first. Got a 4th and 9 from the 36 for the Bulldogs. They're in punt formation when we return after this timeout.
This September, USA Boxing is back and ready to rumble at the Pueblo Convention Center. Don't miss their Last Chance Qualifier Tournament, where the nation's finest boxers throw down for a chance to be a part of Team USA. It's all happening September 11th to the 16th. Get your tickets now at PuebloConventionCenter.com. Be a part of the action and witness history in Pueblo, Colorado.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you check that out. And we are live from the Spectrum Community Services of Pueblo. Mr. Ted Hernandez and his team adding more to life in our community broadcast booth. We appreciate you. Tonight's broadcast also brought to you in part by Gigi's Barbecue and Catering at 1600 Highway 50 West. They offer delicious smoked meats and a whole lot more. Had lunch there yesterday, and it's always one thing you're going to get when you go to Gigi's, and no matter what you order, it's going to be the same. It's good, not good, it's great every time. And I got 2 of those big giant cookies, yes, couldn't resist, and they were fresh and very, very tasty. But it's always consistent food, and it's great food over there. They just do it right. That's a class act over there. Lonnie and Carl, you guys do a fantastic job. Keep up the great work, and thank you for your support. Punt formation, not a bad kick. Going to bounce near the 45-yard line, and looks like it's going to go out of bounds right about there. So it'll be right near the 44. So they managed to get the punt. Brings up 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. This is the longest field that the Gladiators have had to work with. 3 minutes, 16 seconds remaining here in the first. So we'll see the Glads go to work. It's always nice to be here at Widefield High School. I got to tell you, they just treat us really, really well. And we appreciate you. Nice swing pass to the right side. Corday Wade rumbles his way into Bulldog territory. I think they'll bring him down at the 47-yard line. Nice tackle made in the open field there by Isaiah Anaya. So did he get enough to move the chains? Yes, indeed. From the 44 to the 46 of the Bulldogs. That'll be another first down, as you can hear the crowd chanting first down. By the way, Peppers and Pedals of Pueblo is at 2115 Santa Fe Drive in Blend. You're going to find some amazing yard art and a whole lot more. Lots of fresh, locally made produce and more. Beautiful piece of running in the open field there for Carson Parks, who's still on his feet and rumbles his way to the 31-yard line, and that's going to be another 1st and 10. Give him about 15 yards on that play. Well, it's a battle. It's a game of inches and a battle in the trenches, and right now, offensively and defensively, that's been the story. Widefield just a little bit quicker, a little faster off the ball than this younger, little more inexperienced Centennial Bulldog team. Man going wide left is Jalen Sankey, the wide out. 2 receivers to the short side. As they work the right hash mark, they'll send a man in motion. And a fumble on the play. But recovered nicely there. And still managed to get a positive yard out of the deal. And I want to say that was Carson Martin, number 18. It was a sophomore running back on the exchange. It just wasn't a very good exchange. And I thought he got positive yardage. He's right back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10 from the 31-yard line. So nice to have you along. We appreciate you. As we thank Jack Drury and his team at Serve Pro of Pueblo. Man goes in motion. That's James. And he's going to take the end-around handoff. He's to the 20. 15 cuts it back inside of the 10. Still on his feet inside the 5-yard line. Wow. Well, he dances his way into the Vicmar Produce red zone. That's going to set up another 1st and goal. Well, I said it was inside the 5, and that's where they put him, right at the 5-yard line. So with 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining in this opening quarter, it's 26-0 in favor of the Widefield Gladiators. And again, in that CSML 4A division, got to the playoffs last year. Coach Zimmerman says the bar has risen. That's our expectations. To place well, do well in league play, and get out to the playoffs again. Little play action fake, swing pass to the right side. Pass going to be complete. Michael Davenport dances into the end zone for a 5-yard touchdown pass. Yeah, it is an impressive toss there. And that's going to be Mitchell to Davenport on a 5-yard score with 36 seconds remaining. And the point after is up and away, and it is good. So with 36 seconds to play here in the first, 33-0 is the lead for the Glads of Widefield High School. And you're watching live coverage presented by Servpro Pueblo, available 24/7 with fast response for your home or business cleaning. They do restoration, including water damage, fire damage, and mold. Phone 544-7167, and we're on our way. Servpro Pueblo, like it never even happened.
Are you ready to stake your claim on the best grill in the neighborhood? Better head to Bounty and Yield Meat Market, 2029 South Pueblo Boulevard, near Big Bear Wine and Liquor. The best burgers and steaks start with the best meats. Bounty and Yield Meat Market features all natural Colorado-grown beef, pork, chicken, buffalo, and elk. No hormones, no antibiotics. From farm to table, Bounty and Yield. Your all-natural, all-local meat and grocery source. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. till 7 p.m., 2029 South Pueblo Boulevard. For weekly specials and meat packages, you never have to leave town for quality meats. Pueblo's Bounty and Yield.
Very nice to have you along here at Foster Field. From the Spectrum Community Services of Pueblo broadcast booth, Ted Hernandez, we thank you. Well, 5 plays, 44 yards, capped off by a 5-yard touchdown pass. Mitchell to Davenport. And the Gladiators have scored every possession that they've gotten the football here tonight. And the kick will be covered up right near the 37-yard line, so the Centennial Bulldogs will have 29.8 seconds. That's time remaining here in the first. Boy, we had a lot of wind coming up, and this afternoon it really started to whip up, and now it's been really, really calm. Big shout out to Robert Romero and his team at Romero's Cafe and Catering. Just saying hello. Thornton Medical, 1951 Lake Avenue. Sorry, Ellie. So we've got a timeout called for, so let's just keep it here this time as we thank Colorado Front Range Roofing, a veteran-owned residential and commercial roofing company. They've been providing quality roofing services since 1989. Now, those services include installations, repairs, replacements, and more. Colorado Front Range Roofing also offers 24/7 emergency availability. They do warranty work, and estimates and roof inspections are free. Phone 719-417-2349, and that's a team that has more than 70 years combined experience serving Pueblo, Pueblo West, Canyon City, Colorado Springs, and beyond. Colorado Front Range Roofing online at coloradofrroofing.com. Well, winding down the first quarter, it's been all Widefield. As we thank Park West Dental and Vision, truly exceptional, kind, and great with kids. See them just off Pueblo Boulevard and online at youthdentalvision.com. Doc John, Doc Julie. So here come the Dogs. Glad showing blitz. And you can see they're trying to strip the football, but Gallegos does a nice job that time to hang on to it. However, he's going to lose some yardage on the play. Yeah, in there, the first man, Carson Martin, coming from his linebacker position to make that initial hit. Second down and 11. He loses a yard back to the 36. That's going to do it. First quarter has come to a close with the score Widefield 33, Centennial 0. We'll step aside for a timeout and return with chapter number 2 from C.A. Foster Stadium on the campus of Widefield High School right here on The Ticket, brought to you by Topper Factory.
The Topper Factory and RV Center of Pueblo is a family-owned and operated RV dealership and truck accessory store, serving the southern Colorado area for over 30 years. They also have an array of truck accessories, RV parts and accessories, and a certified RV mechanic to keep you on the RV road. Topper Factory is always prepared to help you with your RV needs, no matter what the season. It's like they always say, when the going gets tough, the tough go camping. Topper Factory and RV Center, Highway 50 West Pueblo, and online at topperfactory.com. SCIA Health Insurance Agency is healthcare enrollment made easy. Easy for Colorado businesses, individuals, families, and Medicare beneficiaries. The number one goal of SCIA Insurance is to help as many Coloradans obtain healthcare insurance through employer plans, individual or family plans, Medicare, and Medicaid.
To find out more on how SCIA Insurance can help you, go online and simply search SCIA Health Insurance Sean Casados, owner agent. Proud to serve and support Colorado and the Pueblo community.
Here's Gallegos on an end around as we bring you back to the Spectrum Community Services broadcast booth, and he's out to the 45-yard line. That was 18 or 19 on the tackle there. Actually, number 90, Elijah Franks. Ball's at the 45-yard line. That's going to bring up third down and about 2 to go. Give him 9 on the play. The linebacker stunning around, and here's a quarterback keeper, and he's going to be very close to a first down as he is out to near the 47-yard line. If they give him the spot I think he's going to be right there enough to move the chains. And we will. He'll be at the 47. That's what he needed, the 46. That's going to be a first down and a much needed for the Centennial Bulldogs first down. Live coverage continues, presented by Pueblo Insurance. She presents these summaries. 5 plays, 44 yards, the last scoring drive. That's Deb Marino and her team at 1636 Highway 50 West. Gallegos going to keep it to the left, finds a small seam, plunges forward for a yard, maybe 2. Nice job defensively there is Aiden Snap, the senior linebacker, coming up from the bottom of the pile after a gain of a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 48. Bulldogs straight up the middle of the field. Just underway, 10:20 to play here in the first half. Scoreboard has been all Widefield. Handoff around the left side. Here's Garduno with it, and Garduno is hit hard. He ran a lot to gain very little. In fact, lost a yard. Going to bring up 3rd and 10 back to the 47. And I talked about it earlier, just a lot of penetration from the guys up front defensively. Big Jaden Andrews, big senior defensive end, has been wreaking a lot of havoc there. Also number 85, Michael Davenport from that defensive line, also a senior. And Gallegos from the gun. Takes a low snap. Tries to get a block. He got one, but again, just a swarming defense, just so fast in to make the play. That's great job defensively by Carson Parks from the defensive back position to make the tackle. That is just good pursuit. But again, that penetration doesn't allow that quarterback time to work, and that's been the case. That's going to bring up a 4th and long, 4th and 10. If I stand corrected, 4th and about 15. Back at the 42. So the Dogs will be forced to punt here in the second quarter, trailing 33-0. Not a bad kick. Going to take a bounce near the 30, fielded at the 25-yard line. Sankey with it, cuts outside left side. Along that left sideline, finally bounced out of bounds by Ruben Sanchez. He'll be bounced out of bounds after returning the football into Centennial Bulldog territory, and I believe he is just outside the 40-yard line. Will they give him the 42 or 43? Benefits Broker Insurance, proud to sponsor local sports here in Southern Colorado. The Gladiators and the Dogs doing battle tonight. I was making a note, look down. That's I didn't even see the flag back near the 28-yard line. Spot foul, that brings the football all the way back inside the 20 down to the 18 for the Gladiators after that was all said and done. So the penalty negates that nice return. So 8:47 to play here in the first half. Gladiators have it at the 18-yard line. This is their longest field to work with now. They were at the 44. Now they're inside their own 18 or inside their own 20 at the 18-yard line. Mitchell takes the snap, hands off inside. Quick handoff there to Hazlett, and he's tripped up. Nice tackle in the open field, but not after about a gain of 5 yards as Ricardo Cordova Garduno, the linebacker, makes the tackle. Ball spotted at the 23-yard line, 2nd down and 5 to go. Gladiators in no hurry now as the clock continues to run. We're showing 8 minutes, 10 seconds to play here in the first half. Two 2-0 record for Widefield, 0-2 for Centennial. Hand off to Quavon Bryant. Bryant's close to a first down as he's out near the 27-yard line. We'll see where they officially spot the football, but not a bad piece of running, and it's a good push. Now, the Centennial defense looks a little bit better now, a little quicker off the football, much better pursuit here in the second quarter. Holding on the offense, that's coming back. Boy, that's going to put the football back at the 10-yard line. So repeat, 2nd down. 2nd down and close to 20, about 19 yards to go. Ball on the 10. 7:40, clock continues to run. Gladiators with a commanding lead and possession of the football in that cool Carolina blue with the white trimmed out in dark blue. Handoff right side, big hole there. Look at Connor Hazlett go. He's got first down yardage and then some. All the way out to near the 37-yard line. That is a big-time Gladiator first down. Actually going to give him the 38. .28-yard gain, and with 7:24 on the clock, the Gladiators have dug themselves out of that hole after that 2 penalties so far. This time Mitchell wants to throw. He airs it out. Pass going to be caught by James. James into Bulldog territory down to the 47-yard line, and that's enough to move the chains and a fresh set of downs. Another 1st and 10 after a beautiful pass play. Tonight's broadcast is presented by State Farm Insurance of Pueblo, here for game day and every day. Community means everything for Melissa Arriaga D'Angelo, agent 3930 Ridge Drive, phone 719-543-7091. Play action fake. Here's a little swing pass to the right side. It's caught there by Snap. Snap's got first down yardage all the way down to the 32-yard line, maybe the 31. That's a great read there by Mitchell. Thought about keeping it. Then he saw some defense in pursuit. Found an open man along the right side. Little swing pass out there. He dumps it off. And another first down. This Widefield Gladiator team is very, very impressive. First and 10 from the 31, 6 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here in the first half. 2 receivers left, 2 right, one right, one flank to the right. And Mitchell looks over the defense. He'll get a man in motion, and he's going to give it to the man end around. And a lot of running room. The 15, cutting back inside to the 10. Here's James into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Widefield. That is a 31-yard touchdown run, but look at the blocking up front. Just a great execution. Got a clean handoff, but a lot of blocking and good blocking up the field as well. So a touchdown run, 31 yards. Deshaun James. And now Johnson for the point after. Kick is up, and it is good. Plenty of distance right through the uprights. So with 5:51 to play, it's 40-0 in favor of the Widefield Gladiators. We're in the second quarter. We'll take a timeout, be back with more Friday Night Lights right here on The Ticket.
The outlook for overpriced pizza has never been better.
I mean, who's gonna stop us?
Sir, Little Caesars has the lowest price pizza delivered, guaranteed.
Price is one thing. Taste is another.
And right now, try Little Caesars Pizza atop of Millburger Farms Pueblo Chili. Locations in Pueblo and Pueblo West to serve you. Little Caesars Pizza, big on taste, thin on price. Now serving Millburger Farms Pueblo Chili, Little Caesars Pizza.
Farmers have always taken care of what they value. They cultivated bountiful land and fed a nation hungry for progress. As Americans dialed up, precision on the farm led to yields once thought impossible. But when it came to nitrogen, it wasn't precise or predictable enough. Farmers deserve a nitrogen worthy of who they are and what their land can provide. And now there is one.
Right back to action we go as we are live from the Spectrum Community Service of Pueblo broadcast booth. This scoring summary presented by Pueblo Insurance at 1636 Highway 50 West. 6 plays, 82 yards, capped off by a 31-yard touchdown run by Deshaun James at the 5:35 mark of chapter number 2. 4:20 now to play. Ball's out to the 35-yard line. Second quarter action. 4 minutes on the clock. Here come the Dogs now, moving from left to right on your screen. Gallegos wants to throw, airs it out along the right side. Pass going to be incomplete. His intended receiver was Emiliano Balderrama. And Emiliano got turned around, and Jordan Gallegos was under a little duress over there trying to make that toss. Brings up 2nd and 10 from the 35. Down to 3:19 to play here in the first half. Bulldogs will flank a man wide to the right side of the field. And the handoff is to Ricardo Cordova Garduno. And he fights for a little positive yardage, gets about 1 out to the 36 before he's met by a host. And that host of Gladiators led there by Jacob Higdon. So it'll be 3rd and 9 from the 36 for the Dogs of Pueblo Centennial. In that cool white jersey with the red numerals, red pants. Jeff Wilson at the helm. Quarterback is Gallegos, and he runs to his left, runs hard, and again, just great penetration, great pursuit of the football by the Widefield Gladiator defense. And again, leading the way, again, defensively, Jacob Higdon. He's on the offensive line. He's only a sophomore, but he's got great speed. That time he got a little help from Lucas Gonzalez, the linebacker, coming up to make the play. After a gain of a yard, it's going to be 4th and 8 from near the 37-yard line for the Centennial Bulldogs. We'll go back into punt formation with exactly 2 minutes to play here in the first half. It's a low snap. He has to rush, but he gets the kick away. It'll bounce near the 47, takes a Centennial Bulldog roll inside the 40, down to the 37, maybe the 38-yard line. And so the Widefield Gladiators, with 1 minute and 40 seconds on the clock, will have one more possession of the football. They do have the football at the 37-yard line. Coming up at the half, presented by Colorado Front Range Roofing. Online at www.coloradofrroofing.com. Jim Sprague and company. He's probably working tonight, working a football game. One of our legendary and great officials, a veteran referee. Gets the job done well night in and night out. If you want to become an official, he's one of the guys you want to watch. Centennial's going to call for the timeout, so while we have a moment, we will keep it here and remind you about the Canyon City Area Recreation and Park District haunted house coming up. It's called Aftermath. It's Aftermath 2023. It's one of the top-rated haunted houses in all of Colorado. They're open every weekend in October. Listen, if you like us on Facebook, we'll give you a chance to win a pair of tickets to this year's Aftermath. It's that simple. Simply give us a thumbs up. And if you'd like to go to the haunted house, we'll give you that opportunity. And I'll tell you what, it's in Canyon City. From wherever you are, it doesn't matter. Folks come from near and far. They come from Denver, Colorado Springs area, where we are tonight, and then some to take that in. And a lot of people, they'll give it thumbs up on the, as far as the likes and dislikes. They get a lot of likes due the Canyon City Area Rec and Park District. It's haunted house. It's Aftermath 2023. Big hole up the middle. Finally a nice tackle made there, but ball's out near the 44-yard line. And again, they go to the go-to guy there, and Connor Hazlett, senior running back. .35 seconds remain here. That's going to be a second down and about 2 to go with the ball at the 45. So the Gladiators are in no hurry to come out of the huddle, and I'm wondering if they're just going to take a delay a game or they're going to try to get the play off. Down to 12 seconds on the clock. They do get the snap. Handoff over the right side. Running hard is Quavon Bryant. And Bryant makes his way to the 45-yard line. Solid 10-yard gain for the Gladiators, and that is how this will end up. First half action has come to a close with the score. Widefield 40, Pueblo Centennial 0. That's our halftime score. At the Half is coming up next. At the Half is brought to you by Colorado Front Range Roofing. Online at coloradofrroofing.com. We'll take the break, be back, get you the scoring summaries, and get set for third quarter action coming up right here on The Ticket.
It's that time of year again. It's harvest time, and Bitmore Produce at 1037 35th Lane next to County High School is now roasting Pueblo chili. Not only will you find great Pueblo chili at a great price, you can stock up on Colorado-grown peaches, tomatoes, sweet corn, cantaloupe, green beans, and more. And the team at Bitmore Produce reminds you to thank a farmer today.
One of the top-rated haunts in Colorado returns to Canyon City this October.
Nothing is gonna stop us!
Aftermath is open every Saturday evening in October. The ticket booth is at the Recreation District Community Room, 575 Ash Street in Canyon City, from 7 to 10:30 each night.
Tickets are $20! Can't wait to smell ya!
Proceeds benefit Rec District programs. For more information, just go to ccrec.org.
For a life of comfort, convenience, and enjoyment, welcome to Azteca Apartments.
We provide luxurious apartments and quality living for seniors 62 years and over, or those with disabilities. Our facility is smoke-free and features beautiful balconies with scenic mountain views and 24/7 maintenance for your safety. Our income-based rent and free utilities make Azteca Apartments an affordable option for any budget. With our healthcare, education, and physical fitness activities, and various entertainment venues, we provide the necessities for a fulfilling life. Due to our high-quality maintenance and energy program, we were recognized as the #1 property in Colorado by the Governor's Energy Office in 2011. Experience a better way to live at Azteca Apartments.
Hey good folks, once again, this is Tony Wright. Now even though I changed locations, I still get my barbecue at Gigi's Barbecue. Located on Highway 50 West, right across from Chick-fil-A. From their lip-smacking ribs, pulled pork to the juicy brisket, Gigi's has it all. Gigi offers a friendly, down-to-earth atmosphere to dine in, and they can also bring the food to you as well. Gigi's can cater for 30 people up to 300 or more. They were also voted the best barbecue in Pueblo in 2015. So get your barbecue fix on today at Gigi's. Located on Highway 50 West, right across from Chick-fil-A.
ParkWest Vision has a huge selection of stylish frames to choose from. Getting a regular vision checkup is the key to a child's healthy eyesight and self-esteem. You're looking good. We accept Medicaid and most insurances with little or no cost to you. Take advantage of the convenience. ParkWest, trusted dental and vision care for infants, children, and teens. Immediate appointments available. Call 544-3054. Online, visit youthdentalvision.com.
This program is brought to you in part by Spectrum Community Services, home and community-based services to persons with developmental disabilities. For more information, call 545-4057. Spectrum Community Services, adding more to life.
Once again, a very pleasant good evening. We are live from the Spectrum Community Services of Pueblo broadcast booth at the half. And, of course, for the bands and the marching bands, halftime is game time. And looks like the Widefield Gladiator Marching Band is getting set for their halftime performance, so we might pick that up here in a moment. But just to talk a little bit about the football game, you heard that Jeff Wilson talked in the pregame show. As our halftime report is brought to you by Colorado Front Range Roofing, talked a little bit about this team being, well, inexperienced. He says we're young. He said we only got a handful of seniors, and the seniors that we have on this team, because this is that group that was in that COVID year back in 2020 that were just barely starting things off, and once COVID hit, so you get a lot of kids that didn't get an opportunity to play and develop their skills from that 1 year when we were shut down. It was a mess, and that affected everybody, and it still has long term. And when you don't have a lot of numbers and you have a lot of youthful kids. Like last year, Jeff had some great kids. Trinity Fezluawi was the senior quarterback they had. He was injured, had a knee injury, but nonetheless, quality kids like that they had last year, and he graduated like 10 or 11 seniors from last year's club. So he said, from last year to this year, we are completely, and he says, and I mean completely, a different team. We're inexperienced. We're very, very young as well. So we're trying to figure it out, and we're learning as we go. And he said these kids are buying into what we do and what we preach day in and day out. But he says it's a process, and it does take some time. He said that's just plain and simply the case. It is what it is. When you're dealing with young kids and you're trying to build your program, you're going to have those games where it's a little bit tough. Unfortunately, the teams they have played early on in the year for Pueblo Centennial, they've had to play teams like Widefield. And like he said, they're 0-2 coming off a loss to Palmer, and then they lost to Denver North as well. So two, again, decent programs, but again, being very young, you find yourself in some tough situations. We're going to take another timeout. We'll get back, and we'll kind of take in the marching band. We'll get you the first half scoring summaries. At the half, it is 40-0 in favor of the Widefield Gladiators. So we'll take the break, be back, get you the band, and a whole lot more right here on The Ticket.
Helping you with the freedom you want and deserve. We are Thornton Medical, the golden buzz-around mobility scooter. It's affordable and reliable, plus gives you a comfortable ride with all-day battery range. See all our scooters at Thornton Medical, because nothing should slow you down.
this September. USA Boxing is back and ready to rumble at the Pueblo Convention Center. Don't miss their last chance qualifier tournament, where the nation's finest boxers throw down for a chance to be a part of Team USA. It's all happening September 11th to the 16th. Get your tickets now at PuebloConventionCenter.com. Be a part of the action and witness history in Pueblo, Colorado.
Here's where your shape takes shape. Reps Union Avenue Sports Complex. Reps is Pueblo's premier fitness center and training complex. State-of-the-art. With huge workout areas, top-of-the-line equipment, and nationally accredited trainers and instructors. You're part of the most modern fitness complex in southern Colorado. Reps has over 21,000 square feet of workout space, including cardio machines, free weights, steam, sauna, large locker room. Take the tour at 110 South Union Avenue. Go online to repsetgo.com. Proud to support high school athletics.
Are you ready to stake your claim on the best grill in the neighborhood? Better head to Bounty and Yield Meat Market, 2029 South Pueblo Boulevard, near Big Bear Wine and Liquor. The best burgers and steaks start with the best meats. Bounty and Yield Meat Market features all natural Colorado-grown beef, pork, chicken, buffalo, and elk. No hormones, no antibiotics. From farm to table, Bounty and Yield. Your all-natural, all-local meat and grocery source. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. till 7 p.m., 2029 South Pueblo Boulevard. For weekly specials and meat packages, you never have to leave town. For quality meats, Pueblo's Bounty and Yield.
Colorado Front Range Roofing, a veteran-owned residential and commercial roofing company, has been providing quality roofing services since 1989. Those services include installation, repairs, replacements, and more. Colorado Front Range Roofing also offers 24/7 emergency availability, warranty work, plus estimates and roof inspections are free. Call 719-417-2349. A team that has more than 70 years combined experience serving Pueblo, Pueblo West, Canyon City, and Colorado Springs. Colorado Front Range Roofing, online at coloradofrroofing.com.
This program is brought to you in part by Spectrum Community Services, home and community-based services to persons with developmental disabilities. For more information, call 545-4057. Spectrum Community Services, adding more to life.
Well, a nice performance going on as we've got a score of 40-0 here at the half. Let's get you the first half scoring summaries and tell you how it all happened here tonight. And again, the big story has been the defensive line for the Widefield Gladiators. Really didn't let Centennial get into any kind of flow or rhythm in that first half. In fact, Centennial got the football to get things started. Widefield won the toss. They elected to kick the football and get it in the second half. On a bobbled snap of the 4th and 10 from the 20, that would set up the first score for the Widefield Gladiators. They got it at 10:31 of the first, and then 2 plays and 7 yards later after that fumble right near the set was recovered back to the 7-yard line. 10:24 mark first quarter. It was a 7-yard touchdown run. Hazlett finds the promised land for the first time. 2 plays, 7 yards, point after good, 7-0. Then on a 3rd down and 32 was another fumble that was lost. It was a second turnover of the football game for the Centennial Bulldogs. And then Widefield would find the promised land again. This time it would be a touchdown run of 1 yard. This time Thomas finds the end zone with 7:34 to play in the first. Point after would fail. That was 3 plays and 27 yards, 13-0. Then another bobbled punt by the kicker set up a 1st and 10 from the 23, a very short field. Then 2 plays and 23 yards later, it was Bryant that finds the promised land for a 9-yard touchdown run. And that was at the 5:22 mark of chapter number 1. What turned out to be a 2-point conversion would fail and makes it 19-0 at that time. Then a 1st and 10 from the 20, a fumble on the play, and that's one of the things that the defense has done very, very well for Widefield, and that's strip the football. The quarterback for Pueblo Centennial is tall. He's 6'2", 270 pounds, and a junior, Jordan Gallegos. And this team is very fast in Widefield, and they've done a great job to really just get in and strip the ball, knock the ball loose, and that's the way they made their living in that first half. So with a 1st and 10 on the 20, another fumble, then the ball was recovered on the 22-yard line. A 22-yard touchdown run by Sankey. He finds the promised land at 5:11 of the first. 22-yard touchdown run, one play. Point after is good. 26-0 is the score at that point in time. Still first quarter action. Next scoring or points put up on the board would come at the 36-second mark of the first. It was a 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. It was a 5-yard touchdown pass. It was Mitchell to Davenport. That scoring summary, 5 plays, 44 yards, and the point after is good, 33-0 at that point in time. But the Gladiators on the backside of that second quarter weren't done yet. Dogs had it 4th and 8 from the 37. They were forced to punt. They give up the football. And then at the 5:35 mark of chapter number 2, this time it was a 31-yard touchdown run. Devon James finds the promised land. That scoring summary, 6 plays, 82 yards. Point after good, 40-0, and that's where we sit at the half. Widefield continuing to lead Pueblo Centennial. So if you're the Bulldogs, you want to come out and just take care of the football, do a better job of taking care of the football. When Jeff Wilson talked about that in the pregame show, not making a lot of mistakes. We got to make sure that we just do the little things right. And they were a little shell-shocked in the early part of this one because it's like that heavyweight fight. Who's going to throw that first haymaker and put that opponent on their heels? And that was the case right out of the chute for the defense of the Widefield Gladiators. And they got momentum and never looked back. That defensive momentum rolled over into the offense, and they've been firing on all cylinders. Centennial just needs to come down. They need to settle down and take care of the football and try to sustain a drive. When you're going 3, 4, 5 and out, you're not taking much time off the clock, A, and B, you're not keeping their defense on the field very long. Now you're putting your defense on the field a lot more than they need to be. They get war, especially when we got a team like Widefield that's got great speed. They got good size. You're putting a lot of pressure on the defense. So the offense needs to come out and just do a little bit better job taking care of the football. And again, as Jeff Wilson said, it's a process. We're very, very young, and they're starting to figure it out, but it's just going to take some time. At the half, brought to you by Colorado Front Range Roofing, ColoradoFRRoofing.com on the World Wide Web. 40-0 is the lead for the Widefield Gladiators. We'll take a timeout, see if we can't get some scores from around the area, and get ready for the chapter number 3 coming up. Friday Night Lights, presented in part by the fine folks at ServPro of Pueblo. Available 24/7 with fast response for your home or business, cleaning and restoration. That includes water damage, fire damage, mold, and more. Call 544-7167, and we are on our way. ServPro of Pueblo like it never even happened. Timeout.
It's game time, and what a great time for a Subway sandwich from Joe DeLeo Subway stores in Pueblo. With 4 Pueblo locations, there's one near you. Great before the game, after the game, or anytime. Make it the way you want. Hot, cold, big, or epic. And it's always made fresh. At Joe DeLeo Subway stores, sandwiches and salads with health-conscious options. 3216 West Northern near South High School. In Blend, in Walmart on Pueblo's South Side. And the new location, 1271 West Pueblo Boulevard. At the corner of Lake and Pueblo Boulevard. Joe DeLeo Subway stores of Pueblo. When selecting your insurance coverage, you want to work with an agent that takes the time to understand your needs and cares about meeting those needs. Deborah Marino is that agent at Pueblo Insurance, providing unbeatable service since 2009. She can help you find the protection you deserve at the price you can afford, specializing in home and auto insurance as well as other specialty insurance. They work one-on-one with each client to ensure that you receive the right policy to fit your situation. Pueblo Insurance, 1636 Highway 50 West, your local hometown insurance agent, next to East Coast Pizza. Phone 542-0948. The Topper Factory and RV Center of Pueblo is a family-owned and operated RV dealership and truck accessory store, serving the southern Colorado area for over 30 years. They also have an array of truck accessories, RV parts and accessories, and a certified RV mechanic to keep you on the RV road. Topper Factory is always prepared to help you with your RV needs, no matter what the season. It's like they always say, when the going gets tough, the tough go camping. Topper Factory and RV Center, Highway 50 West Pueblo, and online at topperfactory.com.
This Pro Box has enough seed to plant 125 acres of corn. And here is enough nitrogen fertilizer to put 40 pounds of N on each of those acres, all 1,200 gallons of it. What if that amount of nitrogen was already on seed? Pivot Bio is the first company to apply nitrogen on seed. The nitrogen you need, now on seed, from Pivot Bio.
For a life of comfort, convenience, and enjoyment, welcome to Azteca Apartments.
We provide luxurious apartments and quality living for seniors 62 years and over, or those with disabilities. Our facility is smoke-free and features beautiful balconies with scenic mountain views and 24/7 maintenance for your safety. Our income-based rent and free utilities make Azteca Apartments an affordable option for any budget. With our healthcare education and physical fitness activities and various entertainment venues, we provide the necessities for a fulfilling life. Due to our high-quality maintenance and energy program, we were recognized as the #1 property in Colorado by the Governor's Energy Office in 2011. Experience a better way to live at Azteca Apartments.
Aftermath is coming!
One of the top-rated haunts in Colorado returns to Canyon City this October.
Nothing is gonna stop us!
Aftermath is open every Saturday evening in October. The ticket booth is at the Recreation District Community Room, 575 Ash Street in Canyon City, from 7 to 10:30 each night.
Tickets are $20! Can't wait to smell ya!
Proceeds benefit Rec District programs. For more information, just go to ccrec.org.
This program is brought to you in part by Spectrum Community Services, home and community-based services to persons with developmental disabilities. For more information, call 545-4057. Spectrum Community Services, adding more to life.
Here's where your shape takes shape. Reps Union Avenue Sports Complex. Reps is Pueblo's premier fitness center and training complex, state-of-the-art, with huge workout areas, top-of-the-line equipment, and nationally accredited trainers and instructors. You're part of the most modern fitness complex in southern Colorado. Reps has over 21,000 square feet of workout space, including cardio machines, free weights, steam, sauna, large locker room. Take the tour at 110 South Union Avenue. Go online to repsetgo.com. Proud to support high school athletics.
Back here live from the Spectrum Community Services of Pueblo broadcast booth. Our score at the half is 40-0 in favor of the Widefield Gladiators. The Pueblo Centennials Bulldogs just need to generate some offense. And as I said before, they had several fumbles early on in the football game. They need to just do a better job taking care of the football. But again, when you got a defense with a speed like Widefield, it makes for a tall order to fill, especially when you're young and inexperienced. But nonetheless, I think that would probably be some of the focal point in there, in the locker room at the half. All right, at the half at the Hornets' Nest. Thank you, Vic Morrow. Vic Morrow Produce. Score is 27-0. The Hornets leading the Harrison Panthers at the half at Pueblo County tonight. And what just an absolute gorgeous night for high school football. Just a few high, thin clouds kind of been hovering around throughout the day. For the most part, we had lots of sunshine and very, very warm temperatures this afternoon. In fact, our game time temperature was right around 90 degrees when we kicked things off here tonight. But, because we're headed into that autumn and fall time of the year, we're down to 76 degrees already. So a quick drop and only a slight breeze. It's been kind of still here throughout the night, but nonetheless, a beautiful night for Friday Night Lights. We are at the half, and don't forget we resume our coverage coming up next Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. We'll have some high school volleyball, softball, and more football next week right here at SoCoTicket.com. We are your source for local sports, and, of course, we have partnered up with Stormy Sportsnet. Check it out on the World Wide Web. They have a lot of great things they do for you there. And, of course, we will be on that website. We've got some technical things that we're working through, and once we get that figured out, we are going to be in good shape coming up here in the very, very near future. All right, our halftime report presented by Colorado Front Range Roofing, a veteran-owned residential and commercial roofing company. They've been providing quality roofing services since 1989. Those services include installations, repairs, replacements, and more. Colorado Front Range Roofing also offers 24/7 emergency availability, warranty work, plus estimates and roof inspections are free. Here's the phone number to call, 719-417-2349. And that is a team that has more than 70 years combined experience serving Pueblo, Pueblo West, Canyon City, and Colorado Springs. Colorado Front Range Roofing online at coloradofrroofing.com. We'll take the break, be back with more, and third quarter action coming up next on The Ticket.
SCIA Health Insurance Agency is healthcare enrollment made easy. Easy for Colorado businesses, individuals, families, and Medicare beneficiaries. The number one goal of SCIA Insurance is to help as many Coloradans obtain healthcare insurance through employer plans, individual or family plans, Medicare, and Medicaid.
To find out more on how SCIA Insurance can help you, go online and simply search SCIA Health Insurance Sean Casados, owner agent. Proud to serve and support Colorado and the Pueblo community.
The outlook for overpriced pizza has never been better.
I mean, who's gonna stop us?
Sir, Little Caesars has the lowest price pizza delivered, guaranteed.
Price is one thing. Taste is another.
And right now, try Little Caesars Pizza topped with Milberger Farms Pueblo chili. Locations in Pueblo and Pueblo West to serve you. Little Caesars Pizza, big on taste, thin on price. Now serving Milberger Farms Pueblo chili, Little Caesars Pizza.
This September, USA Boxing is back and ready to rumble at the Pueblo Convention Center. Don't miss their last chance qualifier tournament, where the nation's finest boxers throw down for a chance to be a part of Team USA. It's all happening September 11th to the 16th. Get your tickets now at PuebloConventionCenter.com. Be a part of the action and witness history in Pueblo, Colorado. Colorado Front Range Roofing, a veteran-owned residential and commercial roofing company, has been providing quality roofing services since 1989. Those services include installation, repairs, replacements, and a whole lot more. Colorado Front Range Roofing also offers 24/7 emergency availability, warranty work, plus estimates and roof inspections are free. Call 719-417-2349. A team that has more than 70 years combined experience serving Pueblo, Pueblo West, Canyon City, and Colorado Springs. Colorado Front Range Roofing. Online at coloradofrroofing.com. It's that time of year again. It's harvest time, and Bitmar Produce at 1037 35th Lane next to County High School is now roasting Pueblo chili. Not only will you find great Pueblo chili at a great price, you can stock up on Colorado-grown peaches, tomatoes, sweet corn, cantaloupe, green beans, and more. And the team at Bitmar Produce reminds you to thank a farmer today.
I hope you're ready for second half action. We are ready and set to go as we get set for the third quarter. It's 40-0 and 12 minutes on the scoreboard. Chapter number 3 about ready and set to get underway as the Widefield Gladiators now break huddle. Centennial Bulldogs are ready and set for the action. Bulldogs in the cool white with the all red. Gladiators love that Carolina blue and white. And the kick is going to be a short one. It'll be taken right near the 34-yard line, straight up the middle, bouncing outside to the right side, and that's going to be at the 42-yard line. I believe nice return there by number 44, Adrian DeGracia. At the 42 is where we set up shop, and we are underway here in the third. Widefield moving from left to right on your screen. Is that us? Nice. Quick pass out in the flats. That's going to be caught. Orlando with lots of running room, and pardon me, that's Sankey, and he's going to take it to the house. Touchdown. A 58-yard touchdown pass. Boy, and the Gladiators come out of the locker room and just picked up right where they left off. No flags down on the play. So Mitchell to Sankey. And now Johnson for the point after. Kick is a low line drive, and he missed it. So the PAT fails. And one play, and just like that, 58 yards later, the Widefield Gladiators strike again. So let's step aside and continue with our coverage here on Friday Night Lights on the Ticket.
Hey, good folks, once again, this is Tony Wright. Now, even though I changed locations, I still get my barbecue at Gigi's Barbecue, located on Highway 50 West, right across from Chick-fil-A. From their lip-smacking ribs, pulled pork to the juicy brisket, Gigi's has it all. Gigi offers a friendly, down-to-earth atmosphere to dine in, and they can also bring the food to you as well. Gigi's can cater from 30 people up to 300 or more. They're also voted the best barbecue in Pueblo in 2015. So get your barbecue fix on today at Gigi's, located on Highway 50 West, right across from Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, Lonnie and Carl Ellie do a great job over there with the food. As I said before, it's always consistent. No matter what you order, it's going to be the same way. If you liked it that last time you were there, you're going to enjoy it again every time you go. All right, the scoring summary presented by Pueblo Insurance. Deb Marino and her team. That's a 58-yard touchdown pass. Mitchell to Sankey. Point after fails. That's one play and 58 yards on that scoring drive. And set for the kickoff now is Haven Johnson, the junior kicker. He'll boot it away, and it's going to be bobbled there by Cordova Garduno. Here he is, finds a little seam, across the 20 to the 25 and out to the 27-yard line before he's met by a host of Gladiators, led there by number 33, Lonnie Dorsey Jr., defensive back and only a sophomore. Third quarter action. We are just underway here from Foster Stadium. Eight minutes, 15 seconds to play here in the third. A low snap. And that's going to spell trouble. Just great penetration. The speed of this defense has just been amazing. And Aiden Snap, the linebacker, senior linebacker, comes in and makes a nice play, and he's got help there from Isaiah Ray, the other senior defensive back. So a handful of seniors, but quality seniors definitely for this Widefield team. Second down and about 15 to go, a loss of 5, ball near the 22-yard line. And again, Gonzalez goes nowhere. Gallegos goes nowhere. In fact, he's going to lose a little more on the play. Ball's going to be back to the 18, so another 5, so it's going to be about 5 or 6 yards. Ball, yeah, we'll call it 3rd and 20 from the 18-yard line. Third quarter action. 7 minutes remain. Well, they get it outside. Here comes Ruben Sanchez across the 25 out to the 27-yard line. Sanchez may have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage and then some. Yep, to the 28. Still brings up 4th down and 9 to go. So another 4th and long for the Centennial Bulldogs. Back in punt formation now is Isaiah Anaya. That fly has been buzzing around me all night long, and I finally got him. He's got pressure on the punt, and he shanks it to the right side. It goes out of play right near the 30-yard line. And again, just great pursuit. The pressure from up front there. Josiah McNeil, sophomore linebacker, coming in, applying a lot of pressure on the punter. Forces a shanked kick. And so again, another great field position for the Widefield Gladiators. I was going to say, wait a minute, they give him a first down because the yard marker went the opposite way. He was going back to the Centennial. I'm like, wait a minute, he just punted that. Caught me by surprise. 5:35 to play. Ball's on the 25-yard line for the Glads. And oh boy, a big hole. And that is going to be another touchdown run. This time that's Aiden Snap. Takes the handoff and scampers into the end zone from 25 yards out. Well, they're definitely spreading the love around as Paul Mitchell passing this year. Came in 24 of 49 for 307 yards on the year and 3 touchdowns. And as far as rushing is concerned, Mitchell's got 103 yards coming in, Bryant 107 yards coming in, 133, or make that 114 for Hazlett. Point after is up there, and again he missed. He was solid early on, but struggled a little bit here, is Haven Johnson. So one play and 25 yards, a simple summary for you there, presented by Pueblo Insurance. Step aside for a quick 30 with 4:20 to play here in the third. It's been all Widefield. Timeout.
Think about how good it feels when people really get you, like the friends who come over when a big game is on. The neighbors next door always bring your favorite buffalo dip. Your in-laws know you need silence during clutch plays, and everyone knows about your special post-win fist bump. It's kind of like having a State Farm agent like Melissa Arriaga D'Angelo. Melissa's here to get to know you and understand your life, so she can make it easy for you to protect what's important. Get an agent that gets you and your fist bumps. Call State Farm agent Melissa Arriaga D'Angelo, 543-7091, or Melissa at melissadangelo.com.
From the Spectrum Community Services of Pueblo broadcast booth, Ted Hernandez and company, we thank you. County Hornets were leading at the half against the Harrison Panthers, and now Johnson will get set to kick it away. Ball teed up at the 40. It's an all-natural turf field here, and it's still in pretty good shape. On the backside of summer, fall, and autumn not far away, or autumn and fall, if you will. Johnson's going to put it on the ground, and it'll be taken there by Cordova Garduno, and he's going to be hit right at the 30-yard line. 32 and 44, so that would be Kenyon Stanley and Adrian DeGracia. Our live coverage is brought to you by SCIA Health Insurance. That's Sean Casados and his staff, proud to serve and support the Pueblo community. And don't forget, Aftermath 2023, one of the top-rated haunted houses in the state of Colorado, and that's like 9-10 years running. I mean, since its inception, they've just been outstanding year in and year out. And you want to make sure that you check that out. If you're into the haunted house scene, we've got your free ticket. Just like us on Facebook, we'll give you an opportunity to do that. Looks like a penalty on the kicking team. Sets up shop for the Bulldogs at the 46-yard line. So here comes Jordan Gallegos and company. Gallegos going to keep it to the right side. Tries to turn it upfield and nothing doing. Now the ball comes loose. And there's going to be a flag down on the play. And that's a little extracurricular activity going on right in front of us here at the Widefield Gladiator sideline. Looks like Emiliano Balderrama was mixing it up over there with Lonnie Dorsey Jr. So the flag was away from the play, but nonetheless, that was a loss of yardage. And again, just the penetration and the speed of this defense just been incredible. 34-0 at the end of the third quarter over there in the Hornets' Nest out east at Pueblo County High School. Thank you, Vic. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty on the play. Maybe an unsportsmanlike conduct play, and that's going to put the football at the 41-yard line. So an opportunity now with a 1st and 10 from the 41 for the Centennial Bulldogs. And another flag done on the play. Starting to get a little chippy out there indeed. 30 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And I apologize, I started watching the unsportsmanlike conduct on the Centennial Bulldogs. So that's going to bring the football back 15 yards back the other way. And the third quarter has come to a close. That'll put the football at the 41 the other way. So when we return from the timeout, it's going to be second down and about 26 yards to go. So we'll step aside for the break. Fourth quarter is coming up next, the final 12 minutes on tap. It's been all Widefield offensively. We'll take the timeout and be back with more here on The Ticket.
Aftermath is coming! One of the top-rated haunts in Colorado returns to Canyon City this October.
Nothing is gonna stop us!
Aftermath is open every Saturday evening in October. The ticket booth is at the Recreation District Community Room, 575 Ash Street in Canyon City, from 7 to 10:30 each night.
Tickets are $20! Can't wait to smell ya!
Proceeds benefit Rec District programs. For more information, just go to ccrec.org.
Thornton Medical, your local accessibility, home medical equipment, and supply retailer for over 25 years. We specialize in keeping you and the ones you love in your home. We provide ramps, stair glides, lift chairs, scooters, vehicle lifts, and a wide variety of home safety equipment, including everything to keep you safe in the bathroom. We also provide incontinence products, urological, and nutritional supplies. Stop by and see us at the corner of Lake and Lakeview or call 719-564-5333.
This program is brought to you in part by Spectrum Community Services, home and community-based services to persons with developmental disabilities. For more information, call 545-4057. Spectrum Community Services, adding more to life.
Right back to action we go, and fighting for some yardage, running hard is Ricardo Cordova Garduno, who makes his way out to the 47-yard line from the 41, maybe the 48 where they'll give him, so about 7 yards. Second down and solid 25 to go. So they get a little bit of that back. It's going to bring up third down. The ball on the 48 and now 25 yards. Gallegos trying to get outside to the left, and he does. He plunges his way into Gladiator territory. They'll spot him near the 48-yard line, so he gets positive yardage out of the deal. However, still brings up a fourth and long situation. He's going to get about 5. We'll call it fourth and about 20. And again from the 48 of the Gladiators. So fourth and long for the Centennial Bulldogs, and you got to go for it. Got to give yourself a chance. Here you are deep in the game. 10.5 to play in regulation time. Gallegos going nowhere. He's met by 3, and the flag comes in late. It's going to be an illegal block or a face mask. So 20, 40, and is it 60 or 80? So it would be Corey Youth, Carson Parks, and it's actually number 70, Kyle Chester, in on the tackle. What do they call it? Yeah, it's a 15-yard penalty. Probably not going to be enough for a first down, but it'll repeat, I think, the down. Yeah, that's been the one thing that the Gladiators tonight have had too many penalties in this ball game. And a lot of 15-yarders. So now brings up fourth and 2. 38-yard line is where we work from. 9:10 remaining. Gallegos going to keep it straight up the middle. Leans forward. He's close to the 30. If they give him the 30-yard line, that should be enough to move the chains for a Centennial Bulldog first down. That is the case. And I didn't like that spot. I thought he was closer to the 30. They do give him the 31, but that is what he needed. Just enough for the first down. So a little new life here for the Dogs. Handoff there goes to Ricardo Cordova-Garduno. He's straight up the middle. He rips off a chunk of yardage. Going to get 7, maybe 8 out of that deal. He's going to get 8. Second down, 2 to go. Put him at about the 23-yard line. Just under 8 minutes remaining, and again they go to Ricardo. And I believe he's got enough for the first down. He's going to be near the 21. He gets the 22-yard line, so he's going to be a yard shy. We'll call it third. I thought he had a little more than that out of the deal, but give him the 1 yard, and a tough one at that, to the 22. 7.5 remain. Fast-moving second half. Gallegos going to keep it up the middle. He's got a Centennial Bulldog first down. Into the Vic Morrow Produce red zone. Now they're going to give him the 17-yard line. First and 10. 10:37, 35th lane. That's Vic Morrow Produce. Roasting their Pueblo chili now. Going to find great chili at a great price, and Gallegos spins his way over the left side and makes his way to about the 15. He's going to get 2, maybe 3. As the clock continues to run, the Bulldogs trying to get on the scoreboard here. Second down at about 7. And he got just inside the 15. He's at the 14-yard line as they still work the Vic Morrow Produce red zone. Gallegos with a handoff. Here's Ruben Sanchez. Running hard, fights for a little bit of yardage. Six minutes remain. Give him a yard, 3rd and 6. Ball near the 13. Between the 13 and 14-yard line. Gallegos in cadence with one man in the backfield, takes the low snap, rolling to his right, has pressure, takes a shot at the end zone, and the pass is going to be touchdown. It's caught. Dalton Loftus takes the lofty pass, makes the grab, and that'll give the Bulldog faithful something to cheer about. Very impressive. So there's that new life, and again, the opportunity, and they take advantage of a couple of penalties there. That's a 13-yard touchdown pass. And again, that's Gallegos to Loftus. So the Bulldogs will line it up to go for 2 with 4:35 remaining in this contest. This time they give it to Cordova-Garduno. And he's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Just like that, the Bulldogs are on the scoreboard. So with a score now of 52-8, 4:20 to play, we'll take the break. Be back with more after this on The Ticket.
The Topper Factory and RV Center of Pueblo is a family-owned and operated RV dealership and truck accessory store, serving the southern Colorado area for over 30 years. They also have an array of truck accessories, RV parts and accessories, and a certified RV mechanic to keep you on the RV road. Topper Factory is always prepared to help you with your RV needs, no matter what the season. It's like they always say, when the going gets tough, the tough go can be. Topper Factory and RV Center, Highway 50 West Pueblo, and online at topperfactory.com.
Scoreboard shows 52-8 with 3:39 to play. 12 plays, 54 yards at scoring drive, capped off by a touchdown pass from Gallegos to Loftus of 13 yards. PAT is good, and the score is 52-8 as the 2-point conversion is good. Well, that's what you want to come away with in a game like this. You don't want to get blanked, and they took advantage of a couple of penalties. As I said before, they've done a better job to take care of the football here in this half. Football's bobbled, but he picks it up and comes around the left side. That's Jalen Sankey. He can fly. He's out to the 35-yard line, finally wrestled down from behind there by Jordan Gallegos. Flag down at the 20-yard line. Could be a hold or an illegal block. 2.5 remain. Yep. Holding on the receiving team, so it's going to bring that football back after the fact. Hey, boxing fans, the Pueblo Convention Center and USA Boxing present the Last Chance Qualifier Boxing Tournament. It's where the nation's finest are going to throw down for a chance to be a part of Team USA. September 11th through the 16th at the Pueblo Convention Center, downtown Pueblo. Get your tickets now. You can do it online at puebloconventioncenter.com. Follow us on social media. We've got it posted for you there. So with a 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line and another handoff going around the left side. Boy, nice chunk of running there by Carson Parks, but he's ripped down from behind. Nice tackle in the open field by Isaiah Anaya, who just reaches out and grabs that jersey. Nonetheless, another 1st down for the Gladiators. Well, the clock continues to run, exactly 60 seconds remaining here in the 4th. Handoff inside. Carson Martin trying to turn it outside. He does along that sideline. Spins at the 25 and bounced out of bounds near the 21. So another 1st down for the Gladiators with 41 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. As another 1st down. Actually, they're going to give him the 19-yard line. He's in the Vic Morrow Produce red zone. About 26 yards on that pickup, down to the 19. So they work the red zone with 15 seconds remaining. And the Gladiators may not even run another play, although this will be the last play of the game. The new quarterback is Kenyon Stanley. And they will not run another play. Down to 2, down to 1, and that is going to do it. It's final. The final score, Widefield 52, Pueblo Centennial 8. We will take a timeout, be back with our post game. We'll wrap it up, get you the scoring summaries, and get out the house here at Foster Stadium at Widefield High School. Big win for the Glads as they go to 3-0 here in this 2023 campaign. We'll take the break, be back with more on The Ticket.
This September, USA Boxing is back and ready to rumble at the Pueblo Convention Center. Don't miss their Last Chance Qualifier Tournament, where the nation's finest boxers throw down for a chance to be a part of Team USA. It's all happening September 11th to the 16th. Get your tickets now at PuebloConventionCenter.com. Be a part of the action and witness history in Pueblo, Colorado. When selecting your insurance coverage, you want to work with an agent that takes the time to understand your needs and cares about meeting those needs. Deborah Marino is that agent at Pueblo Insurance, providing unbeatable service since 2009. She can help you find the protection you deserve at the price you can afford, specializing in home and auto insurance as well as other specialty insurance. They work one-on-one with each client to ensure that you receive the right policy to fit your situation. Pueblo Insurance, 1636 Highway 50 West, your local hometown insurance agent, next to East Coast Pizza. Phone 542-0948.
For a life of comfort, convenience, and enjoyment, welcome to Azteca Apartments.
We provide luxurious apartments and quality living for seniors 62 years and over, or those with disabilities. Our facility is smoke-free and features beautiful balconies with scenic mountain views and 24/7 maintenance for your safety. Our income-based rent and free utilities make Azteca Apartments an affordable option for any budget. With our healthcare, education, and physical fitness activities and various entertainment venues, we provide the necessities for a fulfilling life. Due to our high-quality maintenance and energy program, we were recognized as the #1 property in Colorado by the Governor's Energy Office in 2011. Experience a better way to live at Azteca Apartments.
And once again, a very pleasant good evening. We are live from the Spectrum Community Services of Pueblo broadcast booth. That's Ted Hernandez and company as we thank our sponsors for making the broadcast possible. Time to wrap things up here. It's 52-8, our final score. Widefield was good early and often. They were good defensively. They set the tone early. They won the toss, elected to kick it off. The Centennial Bulldogs had a miscue, a fumble on the 4th and 10 from the 20. And it was a fumbled snap. It was a bobbled snap. So the punt got botched, which set up a very short field. It was a 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. And then 2 plays later, they took a shot at the end zone with a pass play, then a run of 7 yards by Hazlett. He finds the promised land. 2 plays, 7 yards. Point after is good. 7-0 is the score. Then another botched punt attempt for the Centennial Bulldogs. Again, they just didn't take care of the football early on in this one. But again, credit the line, the defense of the Widefield Gladiators. They were fast. They were furious. They had a lot of penetration, just wreaked a lot of havoc with that offense of the Centennial Bulldogs. Never really let them get into any kind of rhythm. Next time we see points put on the board, 7:34 of the first. It was a touchdown run, 1 yard. Thomas finds the promised land. That was 3 plays, 27 yards. That scoring summary. Point after fails, 13-0. Then a bobble on the 4th and 12 from the 31 for the Centennial Bulldogs. They bobble the snap again. Then it turns into a 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line with 6:11 to play in the first. Then 2 plays and 23 yards later, it was Bryant that found the promised land with a 9-yard touchdown run in that first quarter late in the first. Point after again failed. It was just missed. 19-0 is our score at that point in time. Then a fumble on the very next possession for Pueblo Centennial. They had a 1st and 10 with 5:22 to play in the first at the 20-yard line after the kick. Then they would fumble the football. That was recovered at the 22. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line, and Sankey finds the promised land on 1 play, 22 yards. Point after is good that time. 5:11 to play in the first. 26-0 is the lead. It was 4 and out for the Dogs in their next possession. That would lead to another score. This time, 5 plays and 44 yards. This was a 5-yard touchdown pass. Mitchell to Davenport. Point after is good, 33-0 at that point in time. And then the Gladiators continue to do what they do. It was 7 and out, a 4th and 15 from the 42, and a punt would set up a 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. And then it was 6 plays and 82 yards. That scoring summary, a 31-yard touchdown run for James. He finds the promised land. Point after is good, 40-0. That's how we went to the intermission that time. And then the Widefield Gladiators continue. as we come out of the locker room. This time third quarter action just underway. This was a touchdown pass of 58 yards. Mitchell to Sankey. One play, 58 yards, a scoring drive. 46-0 there as the point after would fail. It would be 3 and out for Pueblo Centennial. Then right back to the end zone go the Gladiators. Snap finds the promised land on a touchdown run. It was a 1st and 10 from the 25. One play, 25 yards on that scoring summary. Point after fails, 52-0 there. Bulldogs would finally see a little light at the end of the tunnel there as they would string together 12 plays and 54 yards, plagued by 2 big penalties by the Gladiators. This time 3rd and 6 from the 13-yard line. Gallegos to Loftus, and the 2-point conversion is good. 52-8 is the final score as the Dogs do get on the scoreboard. 52-8 is the final score, and that's how it went. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Best of luck to all the student athletes who will be in action again. Well, more football tomorrow. There'll be a lot of volleyball played with some tournaments going on, softball tournaments going on. They'll see some action at Runyon Sports Complex and a whole lot more. So it'll be a great weekend of high school sports throughout the state of Colorado. We want to thank our sponsors for making the broadcast possible. Remember, like us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Okay? And if you follow us on social media, we give you an opportunity to score tickets from time to time. Now we've got tickets to Aftermath 2023. That's presented by the Canyon City Area Rec and Park District. Like us on Facebook. We'll give you the opportunity to score tickets there. Thanks to our sponsors. Remember, the folks that we play their ads and we talk about during our broadcast, these games are not possible without their support. So make sure you just give them a high five or a fist bump or a quick thank you for supporting local sports on the airwaves here at SoCoTicket.com. For Chelsea, Lynn, and Oliver, my name is J.J. Valentine. Thank you so much for seeing it through our eyes right here on SoCo Ticket, your source for local sports in Southern Colorado. We, along with Stormy Sports Network, proud to present a lot of high school sports throughout the 2023-24 campaign. Good night now from Foster Stadium at Widefield High School.
This has been a sports presentation from SoCoTicket.com. The team that covers your team: Chelsea Lynn, Tracy Ring, Tony Wright, and J.J. Valentine.
That one got a chance to go, and it's gone. Kiss it goodbye. Well, there by Newton, the second for one down. The first in-time double play. From way downtown, switch. This is ball, get him behind him. The Cats the win. Are you kidding me? Aragon is triggering in, looking for help into Austin. Terrence, 4-3, count to the guard. Gets to the back line and good. Senior defensive specialist, floats it short for that way.
We hope you enjoyed the broadcast and invite you to join us again next time. Until then, have fun, be safe, and thanks for watching through our eyes. SoCoTicket.com, your ticket to high school sports and more in Southern Colorado.